Hello, and we are reviewing the DJI Mini 2. This is going to be a complete review in 4K. The drone specifications are as follows. The maximum speed is around 36 miles per hour, 57 kilometers per hour. The maximum ascent speed is about 16.4 feet per second, or 5 meters per second. The maximum wind resistance it has is 24 miles per hour. So that means you can fly in 24 miles per hour wind gusts and still be relatively safe. What is important to note is you might want multiple batteries, so you get about 31 minutes on a new fresh battery. The camera, it's rocking a 1/2.3 inch sensor, and of course it's a CMOS, so that's going to be your standard image aspect ratio. The focal length is a very good, consistent 24 millimeters, so that's what your average, like pretty much all cameras would have that. It's an f2.8 aperture, kind of a bit high. If you film in the daytime, you'll be fine. And make sure to click subscribe if you're interested in tech videos like this. Other things you should remember about this drone: it can shoot 1/8,000th of a second, so that's the maximum shortest time it can actually do a shutter. And the max resolution, 3840 by 2160 at 30 frames per second. Yeah, it can do 24 FPS as well, and it's 100 megabits per second, so that's fairly reasonable bandwidth, so you can get good crisp 4K. Again, not really in the nighttime. So the photo mode, it's about 12 megapixels, which is roughly the amount of pixels on the image sensor, which is fair. It has GPS, Wi-Fi for phone connectivity, just your basic stuff. So with this drone, it comes with this controller here. If you have a phone, you just pull this out right here, insert your phone onto this. And there's a little port here that it connects to your phone. So that's really good. The controller right here, you'll see it doesn't have any of the sticks on it. That's because you have to screw them in. That's for travel purposes. It's a good quality build, as you can hear it. That's pretty good. And like that, turning it on right here. And then turn it back off. All this. We have Cine, Normal, and Sport mode. That's what you do. Click this to return to home.
As you can see, there are no controllers. You're gonna be like, hey, do you buy these separately? No, thank gosh. These are part of the controller right here. You can just yank them out by just pulling it with your fingernail. And this is part of the controller. This little bead right here. And then you could just screw it in like so, righty-tighty, and then...
And here's the main drone itself. When you snap it off, it seems like it might be breaking, but I assure you, it just makes that sound. Here's the camera. It's a nice 4K camera right there. And this is just the drone body. It's very compact. Basically, you just take this thing off right here. Really simple. And then all these wings basically come out. So you actually do the top ones first, as in this, and then these swing out like underneath it. It's very, very cool design how they did this. And there we go. Now the drone itself is quite a small drone. This is my hand compared to it. But that's the good part, because you want a light drone that is very versatile and it can function in like 24 miles per hour wind, you know, that's really good. The lighter the drone, the better, the faster, and the more battery life it can have. So it has an SD card on the back and also a Type-C cable, which you can just use to charge it, I assume. Maybe take data off as well. Here onto the bottom, we have a few sensors that just detect, so if you're flying over water, it's not going to hit the water or anything like that. There is a new drone out, the Mini 3 Pro. We may review that someday. Just click subscribe to stay tuned for that. For now, we're just reviewing this, because as the new one comes out, the old one presumably gets cheaper, so you might just be interested in this one, and it's completely fine. There's less sensors on the front, of course, so you might hit obstacles more easily. That's basically what to note from that.
You're gonna probably wonder, does this thing include with the screen? Do you use a phone? What do you do to see the perspective of the drone? Or does that have a thing at all? Yes, it does. You can use any phone, an Android or an Apple. You can just pull this right here, boink, and it has a little nice phone headrest where it just will sit back and relax. As you can see right here as well, there are cables. Luckily, they comes with a lightning cable, but there are in the package other cables that are compatible with your phone. So it isn't just only Apple. You can take this off as well. As you can see, you can take this fully off and then replace it with another compatible device. Charge it like so, just, you know, boop. Yes, it charges your phone. It has an app as well. The app is called DJI Fly app. You can get it on your Apple phone or on Google Play. You'll just launch it. Here I'm gonna show you how to sync the drone with the controller. As you can see right here, there's a nice little button. Once you press it once, it shows the battery life. Press, and hold, turns on the drone. It'll make a nice beeping noise, ba ba ba. and that's when you know it is on. If it doesn't make that noise, then just try pressing and holding it again, and it'll make some colors as well back here, telling you, hey, it's good to go. And also for the controller, press it once shows the battery life, so it's the same thing as the drone, and then press and hold. It turns on the controller. Sometimes it'll ask to be synced, like it'll start beeping really loud sometimes. It'll like beep, beep, beep. If you have custom thumbsticks, it'll do that, because when I had my custom thumbsticks, it always beeped a lot, and that's just because it needed to sync. Now I have the drone connected to my controller. If you have the controller fully connected, you will be able to see the output of the video of this drone. So like, this is the camera of the drone, as you can see, and then this is what you can see through the drone's eyes. So once you launch, you're gonna be fully aware. So this is the gimbal right here. It should be 3-axis gimbal. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me. It's really stabilized. I can start recording and show you the stabilization. So let's start recording on here and I'll show you the recording. So as you can see, I'm moving this around, up and down, and as you can see, it's pretty stabilized. Focused on ZFD, it's pretty stabilized. I'm shaking it. Look how much I'm shaking it. And then compared to what I'm recording right now, it's a little bumpy. It's a little bumpy, but if I'm doing this,
and that's not what
it's pretty smooth.
Like in flight.
No, in flight sometimes it's gonna be like this. You know, just a little bit shaky. So now we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly it now. Follow me.
It's time to fly.
So there's a little launch button right here. Press that, press and hold. It will be fully green, and then once you let go, the drone will launch itself fully up into the air. So as you can see, pulling this down lowers the drone, pulling it up, uppers the drone. So it's kind of simple, it's inverted. So if I pull down, it's gonna start going backwards like this. If I start going up, it's gonna start going forward. And if I start going left, it's gonna go left. If I go right, it's gonna go right. It's pretty basic on how to fly this very drone right here. This is where we switch to drone footage. Hope you enjoy the drone footage.
Thank you guys for watching. It means a lot. Also, comment down below if you want to see other reviews and stuff like that. Send us stuff. We'll review anything. Thank you, Rickards, for coming here and helping film this video with his drone.
Yo, what's up? I'm so happy that I'm in this video as a special guest. It was so much fun showing the drone. It's gonna be so epic. You better subscribe right now. It's because it's epic. Epic video, so informational, so good.
All right, hope you guys like the footage. Smash subscribe.